Are you running with comms, or at least think about running with comms and you want a good holster for it? Listen, this video might be the one for you because I'm really excited to show you Greg's Gears Holster's new kydex products. And as you already know, I'm a big fan of his stuff, but really, is his new product, his new comm holster really that good? Well, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons, so I encourage you to watch this video before you buy any holster or holder for your comms. Also, what I'm going to talk about is what I run with, my headset, what I think is the best. So if you're ready, let's get going. Hey everybody, I'm your man Tonka. Thank you so much for joining me here on another Tonka Tactical video. In this video, what I'm going to talk about is Greg Gears Holster's new kydex product. And as you know, listen, as you already know, I think I did another video about this before, at least I posted it. I love Greg's Gears holster. They, in my opinion, have the best kydex holsters on the market by far. He sent me these ones. I run it on my, I'll show you actually. What I'll do is I'll show you what I run with. As I drop everything, let me just pick that up for a second because I want to show you this too. But I run with this kydex holsters for my EMF 100, and I'm going to tell you right now, they are phenomenal. I've run with other kydex holsters before in the past, and they just fly out. My mags fly out, or they break down, or they just flop all over the place. But I'm telling you, if you haven't already seen my review video, check it out, my other video there, because these are phenomenal. I tell you, they are phenomenal. I never once have I ever lost my mag at all, regardless of my gameplay, okay? Also, what I do, as you can see, I use this on my rig here, my tactical rig. But when I play more kind of faster games, where I can only wear battle belts, I will throw it on my belt here. I have another two that I put on the other side here. And they hold really well. Easy to access, easy to lock in, and they hold your mags really well. So when Greg sent me his new product, his radio holster, I said, you know what, man, I'm really stoked to review it and give you my honest review on it. Because, listen, I love this guy. I love his company. I love what he produces. But when I cut a video, obviously, I'm going to give you the pros and cons to it. Because I only want to give you advice on the best product so that when you buy something that I recommend, you know that it is going to be really good. Because listen, I don't want to sell you anything that's shitty, well, obviously, right? And also my name's attached to it. So if you buy something that you're going to regret, you're going to have buyer's remorse, well, obviously reflects badly on me, all right? So I'll give you the positives and negatives. I'll give you the negatives at the end, so you're going to want to watch that before you purchase this. But listen, if I haven't already mentioned, which I probably have a million times in other videos, check out my Tonka Tactical Facebook group. I think we have like, I don't know, 1,700 members. A lot of cool things are happening there. As you may already know, that Facebook group is dedicated to growing the community, the paintball community, growing our community by giving new markers to the best new players and stuff like that. We give out EMFs, so do whole events for all these EMFs and other paintball gear and all that sort of stuff. So check it out. The link is right here. It's also in the description below. So having said that, listen, I got this holster from Greg. Send it to me, and I'm going to tell you, just like anything else, I'm a big fanboy of his gear simply because it is really good. So I'm going to show you what his packaging looks like. Again, it's fucking good. And but again, there's some negatives associated with the stuff, and I'm going to show that to you as well. So basically, when you get his stuff, it comes in a nice packaging like this. The cool thing is his the way you tighten everything up and all that is really easy. So having said that, what he includes is an Allen key. Okay, actually, all the Allen keys. Oh, sorry, all the tightening bolts and all that sort of stuff used for his mag holsters, and in this case, the radio holster, same Allen key. Okay, so if you have one, you can use it on any of his gear. Okay, also sends a patch, which is actually really nice. Actually, there you go, and a bunch of stickers. Okay, just thought I'd show you what his packaging is like and how much care he puts into stuff. Anyways, so is it really that good? Okay, so as you can see, it is solid. Okay, it's form-fitting. And also they have the enhanced MOLLE attachments back here, as you can see here, okay? Now I'm gonna try to get a close-up of this. Now inside, which is right in there, I don't know if you can see that, inside is like a shoe in a sense that where you tighten up the bolt, the screw in there, okay, what happens, that shoe starts to push out this way. So as it pushes out, when you put your radio in here, the Baofeng, it fits right in there, and then that shoe pushes the bottom, so it becomes really, really tight and compressed. So it locks it in really, really good. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that actually. Why not? All right, and then what I'm going to show you afterwards is the headsets that I use, because I've tried a whole bunch of them, and there's a bunch of them that suck out there. So I'm going to show you what I use, and I found what I use is really, really good, and it's cheap. I'll show you. I have the links in the description below. I think I got it for like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that. Anyways, before I actually show you Greg's, let me show you the one that I was running with prior to that, and that is, okay, it's kind of wrecked. That's why I wanted to show it to you, and that's this one here. I think I got it off, I don't know where I got it from, to be honest. Maybe Amazon. I don't even know. Anyways, it has buckle here. You stick it in there. It ties in. Obviously, as you can see, it freaking blew out. My radio goes flying out as I'm running around, diving and all that sort of stuff. Then I have to ultimately duct tape it together. Duct tape, thing is garbage. That's why I said, fuck, I got to figure this out, right? And just in time, Greg sends me his new kydex thing. And obviously, it's much better, right? With these things, they're cheap. I think I paid like, I don't even know, maybe like less than 10 bucks for this thing. But really, you pay for what you get. And with these radios, which is the most common radios that are used in paintball, they're not that cheap, okay? I bought like 4 of them. I'll have the link in the description below. Bought 4 of them for my kids and all that sort of stuff. It cost me an arm and a leg, right? So you don't want to, actually, let me show you what happens when I use this one, okay? Because I think I can't remember how much I paid for this thing, these radios, but again, they weren't cheap. Then you get hit by the paintball, because what happens is it's fully exposed, right? The screen is fully exposed. Then you get, I don't know what happened there. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. Then you get hit by the paintball and it cracks your screen, and then you can no longer see the numbers in that. So it basically renders it somewhat useless. But the good thing is there's a verbal communication in a sense. There you go. So you can type out the numbers and stuff, and you can still program it. You just can't see the numbers, right? But still, you want to keep this in good condition, right? And that's why this thing is so good, because what happens is you can slide it right in there, and it protects it fully, all right? But in that, there's a bit of a negative associated with this, but I'll show you that afterwards. So all you do, as you can see, there's an Allen key hole in there, okay? And all you simply do is you tighten it, okay? Real easy. And what it does, it tightens up. I'll show you on this one here. This is actually the one I run with. You can see it gets kind of damaged, but it just attaches onto the base here. That shoe attaches to the base here. So it's really solid. It doesn't affect any of these buttons, obviously, that you can see here. Okay, it attaches to the base here, all right? So attaches nice and tight. And it's tight, yeah. And it's tight. It's not going to move anywhere. It's brilliant, okay? And then, of course, which I should have showed you before, as you can see, there's a bit of a gap here, and that's for your headset, okay, which I should show you in a second. But I'll show you first what I have run with and what I'm sticking with now, because it is phenomenal. Now, as you can see with these small attachment here, these are the upgraded ones, so they're solid. I'll tell you, like I said, I run with these hard, like real hard, and they're solid in there. Like they won't move. That's how good these are. So anyways, all you simply do is just pull up on these little levers here, and then you pull it, and it opens up. You slide it through your molly, and just pull it up again, and it attaches right there, and it's really snug. All right, it's really easy to apply it to your rig. All right, but before I show you and talk about the negatives, let me show you what I run with in terms of headphones, okay? First of all, when you buy a Baofeng, it comes with these ghetto pieces here, okay, with a push-to-talk button right here. When I say ghetto, I mean ghetto. These things suck. You stick them in your ear, it's awkward. The sound is awful, the static and stuff like that. They don't last at all. So I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find a better one. I want one that's more streamlined, you know, and just better quality, better button to push and stuff like that. Because listen, I'll tell you one thing right now. If you don't have a headset and you're running with just the radio, you're going to have problems. And the reason why is because if you need some noise discipline, you need everything to be quiet and you're going stealth. When your commander or someone else on your team is announcing that you're asking where you are or whatever, the next fucking objective or whatever, there goes stealth mode. It's all gone, all right? So you need a headset. Throat mics, I think, suck. Do not buy them unless you pay a lot for them. Because when you buy the throat mics off Amazon and you're paying a low, whatever, I don't know how much they are, $50, you're wasting your money. Because the guy on the other side that's trying to listen to what you're trying to say, it's all muffled. Okay, don't get them. They're useless. All right. So, anyways, I'm just ranting a bit because I hate things that, you know what it is? I hate things that are garbage. I hate things that are garbage. When I'm playing, I just want to be focused on playing my objective and just nailing guys, man. The last thing I want is equipment failures, just equipment issues, right? And that's why everything that I get connected with, whether it be carbon masks or planet eclipse markers, even Greg's gear, I just want the best, right? And then again, I want to pass the best on to you. So that again, when you play, you're just able to focus on the gameplay as opposed to equipment failures, right? All right, so I'm just ranting a bit. But anyways, my next thing I got is this guy right here, you know? Stick it in your ear, you wrap it in, and it goes right in there, right? I thought, oh man, this is wicked, right? Nice and stealth, but as you can see, it's popping out, right? It has a tendency of just popping out. They don't hold very well, right? And that's when you're on a mission. When you're in a mission and you need to just communicate with your commander, your XO, your other team members, the last thing you want to do is be fumbling with your ear and sticking this thing back in, right? The good thing is, though, you know, the comm button's pretty good size. But, well, if you can't communicate properly or hear the other person on the other side, then what the hell's the point, right? So garbage! So let me tell you the best thing that I run with. And I swear to God, man, I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. It's like $20, but it looks good. And I'm going to get it. So it is this one here. And I'm going to tell you, it may look really cheap and flimsy, but it's brilliant, man. It is brilliant. So basically what you do, you stick it over like this. Actually, I've got to stick it. Sorry. Which way do I stick it? There we go. It's been a while since I played. So as you can see. Now I normally have this under my hat, so under the brim here, but it's brilliant. And the great thing is that the mic works really, really well. I can hear really, really well. And this other ear is open so I can see it, or sorry, hear what's going on around me. You know, I see these guys wearing these big muffs like that. I don't understand it for a number of reasons. Number one, it's hot. When you're playing in the summer sun, I wear all black. I don't want to be my ears sweating and all that sort of stuff. I know I'm just being a little bitch here. But the other thing is, I find that if you have your closed, well, it just kind of buffers. You just can't hear as well, right? But with this, you have your ears open. You can hear everything. It's lightweight, okay? It's streamlined, and it is very, very durable, okay? Push to talk button is right here. Where is it? Right over here. Good size. I just stick it onto my, I'll show you where I stick it actually. I stick it right over here so that it's easy to access. I just press it and I'm able to communicate. And it is brilliant, okay? Here's an image of what it looks like. If I haven't already posted what the image looks like when I'm running with it, this is what it looks like. And it's really nice. It's light, streamlined, it's perfect, and everybody can hear me crystal clear. Again, I'll have the link in the show notes and the description below. All right? So this is what I run with. So let me show you. Here, let me just connect it to this radio that works. So I stick it in like that, and it fits, as you can see, nice and snugly like this. All right? Brilliant. It is solid. Paintballs will hit it, and you will never have to worry about your comms. You'll never have to worry about what's popping out, okay? But let me tell you a couple negatives. It's not really that much of a negative. It's all in the, like, how you use your radio and stuff like that. But the negative associated with this is you cannot see the screen, as you can see, right? Whereas this one, you can't, right? But again, you get a paintball, it's mostly like a first strike that nails your screen. That's it. It's game over, right? But with this, you'll never have to worry about that. Now, if you're really desperate to see your screen or whatever, then all you have to do is simply cut that out. It won't affect the function of your holster simply because it's bound at the bottom here. Okay, it's bound at the bottom here. And yeah, it also protects everything, your dial and everything. I just kind of noticed that, right? Now, the negative is if you want to switch frequencies, you're dealing with two teams or what do you call it? Frequencies. Well, you can't hit that button, right? But I'm going to tell you, if you've ever played with two frequencies, really when it comes down to it, you only really play with one, right? Because it's just bouncing back and forth is the pain in the ass, right? So really, what I've done when I've had two frequencies, I've actually had two radios, one in this ear, one in that ear. So I'm listening to two different people in different ears. And that's totally cool. That's much easier actually to do, right? So yeah, so you could cut it out tactically. I wouldn't, just because again, the protection. But if you want, you can do that and it won't hinder the function and the security of your radio. All right, the function of the holster here. Now, having said that, the way I run my rig, how you attach this to your rig doesn't apply to my rig itself. Okay, let me show you. So I don't have a MOLLE attachment here. Okay, now I do have MOLLE attachments in the front here. If I were to peel this off, I don't think I'm going to do that. And the reason why I'm not going to do that is because if I do put it here, and the radio, which is she uses one here, and the radio sticks out, it's going to be jabbing in my throat all the time, right? We don't want that, right? So what I typically do is I have it on the side like this. Okay, most likely what I'll do is I'll have it on this side, right? Simply because the antenna is by the side of my face, right? I don't have to worry about it jabbing into my chin or my throat, right? But the problem is these MOLLE attachments here will not fit onto my rig, as you can see. All right. So what I most likely will do, and I'll talk to Greg if he has some other kind of a adapter or whatever. I don't think he does, but I'll talk to him. If he does, what I'll do, I'll have the link in my show notes in the description below. So what I'll most likely do, I'll simply just attach it this way, and I'll probably use zip ties, okay? Because either way, put this down here. These are very, very solid. Like these are really, really strong. Like I said, I've run a season with these holsters, and as you can see, they're still solid, man. Like they've not taken any damage whatsoever. So they can take a lot of abuse, right? Probably just zip tie it to my rig and hold it like that. All right. But like I said, if he's changed things up, I'll let you know. But that's really the negative associated with the holster. Really, it's really insignificant for the most part. But listen, these are phenomenal. Check out. Actually, you know what he's coming out with? And I think he's sending it to me. Holster for the Tipex. And I think he's developing holsters for all your sidearms. And I'm going to tell you, if these are any indication of how they're going to be for your sidearms, how it's going to hold and stuff like that, you're probably going to want to run with those holsters. In fact, I'll probably get rid of my holster that I have now and use his. One of the reasons why, listen, I run the MCS holster right now. It's a great holster, but what I had to do, because what I was finding is that, and it was a totally different video, but what I was finding was that when I had it on my leg drop, my holster was actually starting to spin around. So I had to like constantly tighten it. Then I had to get zip ties to really hold it in its place, right? So if Greg has something better, Greg Skiers Holsters has something better, I'm most likely going to run with it. And if I do run with it, like I said, I will be sure to cut a video and tell you all about it, the pros and cons, like I always do. All right, so listen, that is what my thoughts are on Greg Skiers Holsters for the radios here, the comms. And like I said, if you don't have comms, you're thinking about getting comms, these are the ones that almost every single paintball player uses, commanders and exos and stuff like that. Get it again, I'll have a link in the description below. These are phenomenal radios. Clarity is great. The distance, the range is really, really good as well. All right. So, yeah. So listen, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the video. It really, really helps you spread the word about paintball and of course my channel. And also listen, one other thing, if you're looking for a really good, cool paintball apparel, I've created a whole bunch that's logo inspired, just like this Harley one. I have Magfed, I have pump tees and all that sort of stuff, hoodies and tees. I'm actually going to be adding mugs. I'm actually in the middle of modifying the website now. But check it out. Everything is free shipping, and you can sign up for a 10% discount. Site-wide, everything is, like I said, is free shipping. The link is right here and also in the description below. So again, thanks so much for watching another Tonka Tactical Group video. Really, really appreciate your time. I'm in a hurry. That's why I'm trying to bang this one out because I got to get home and they got to do a bunch of work. So that's why I'm fumbling here. So I really, really apologize. But anyways, thank you so much. Love you all. You're an amazing bunch of people. Thank you for being committed to my channel. Really, really appreciate it. All right. Take care. We'll see you next time. Tonka out.